Courage isn't always loud. It isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's the quiet choice to take one more step when the path is dark and uncertain. It's facing fear when your heart is racing, standing tall when the world doubts you, and moving forward even when failure feels inevitable. This story is about a person who learned that every great achievement begins with a small act of bravery. From the first hesitant step to the moment of triumph, we'll follow a journey that proves courage isn't a single act. It's a choice made again and again in every step. In this section, we introduce the protagonist at a moment of hesitation. They have dreams or goals, but fear grips them tightly. Fear of failure, judgment, or the unknown. This fear paralyzes them, keeping them from taking even small steps forward. Every attempt feels risky, and every choice seems overwhelming. By showing this vulnerability, viewers can relate instantly, because everyone has faced moments when fear held them back. This section sets the emotional foundation for the story, making the audience eager to see how the protagonist will confront and overcome their fears in the journey ahead. In this section, we reveal the protagonist's ambitions and dreams, something big that excites their heart but feels out of reach. Their goals are clouded by self-doubt and the fear of what others might think. They imagine failure before even trying, and start questioning whether they are capable or deserving. This internal struggle creates tension and makes the audience root for them. By showing that dreams exist even when fear tries to silence them, this section highlights the universal conflict between desire and hesitation, setting the stage for the courage that will gradually emerge in the story. In this section, the protagonist faces their first real obstacle, a situation that tests their confidence and pushes them out of their comfort zone. It could be a difficult decision, a task that seems impossible, or a moment where failure feels imminent. Their fear intensifies, and self-doubt rises, making them question whether they should even try. This challenge creates suspense and emotional tension, helping viewers connect with the protagonist's struggle. It sets the stage for growth, showing that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to act despite it. Even when the first steps are the hardest. In this section, the protagonist experiences a spark of hope or guidance that begins to shift their mindset. It could be advice from a mentor, an inspiring story, a quote, or a simple act that shows possibility. This moment doesn't eliminate fear, but it gives them a glimpse that moving forward is worth the risk. It ignites curiosity, courage, and determination in their heart. Viewers feel the emotional turning point as the protagonist begins to see a way forward, realizing that bravery often starts with small sparks of inspiration that light the path through uncertainty. In this section, the protagonist finally acts despite the fear that has been holding them back. The step may be a smaller decision, an attempt, or a simple action, but it is significant because it marks the beginning of change. Their heart races, hands may shake, and doubt lingers, yet they move forward anyway. This moment is the essence of courage, choosing to act even when success isn't guaranteed. Viewers connect deeply because it shows that real transformation starts not with perfection, but with the bravery to take that first step, however uncertain or shaky it may feel. In this section, the protagonist begins to notice the impact of their first step. Small successes and positive experiences start creating momentum, building self-belief and resilience. Each action reinforces the idea that progress is possible, even if slow. The fear that once felt overwhelming begins to shrink with every small victory. Viewers feel inspired as they see how courage grows when paired with persistence. This section highlights that transformation isn't instant. Confidence builds gradually, one brave step at a time, creating a ripple effect that carries the protagonist closer to their ultimate goal. In this section, the protagonist encounters bigger challenges that test their courage and resilience. The tasks ahead are harder, the risks greater, and fear resurfaces stronger than before. Setbacks and unexpected problems make them question their abilities, forcing them to confront self-doubt head-on. This section builds suspense and emotional tension, showing that courage isn't a one-time act, it's a continuous choice. Viewers are drawn in as they watch the protagonist navigate these hurdles, learning that true growth and bravery come not from avoiding difficulties, but from facing them repeatedly, step by step. In this section, the protagonist experiences a pivotal success that validates their efforts. It could be achieving a goal, overcoming a major obstacle, or receiving recognition for their perseverance. This moment doesn't erase past struggles, but it shows that courage and persistence pay off. The fear that once held them back begins to fade, replaced by confidence and determination. Viewers feel the emotional payoff, witnessing the transformation in real time. This breakthrough demonstrates that consistent, courageous actions, even small ones, can lead to life-changing results, reinforcing the core message of bravery in every step. In this section, the protagonist's journey comes full circle. They are no longer paralyzed by fear or self-doubt. The repeated acts of courage have reshaped their mindset, confidence, and approach to challenges. Each step they took, no matter how small, contributed to a profound transformation. Viewers witness the power of consistent bravery and are inspired to see that courage isn't a single heroic act, it's a habit built over time. This section emphasizes that real growth comes from perseverance, resilience, and choosing courage in every step, no matter how uncertain or difficult the path may seem. In this final section, the story delivers a motivational takeaway for the viewers. It reinforces that courage isn't a one-time act, it's a habit formed through repeated small steps. The protagonist's journey shows that fear is natural, but taking action despite it is what leads to growth and success. Viewers are encouraged to reflect on their own fears and take their first brave step today, no matter how small. This closing leaves the audience inspired, empowered, and ready to act, driving home the central message: every step taken with courage can change your life.